the rate that you get better on the drums is in any way important to you, practice patterns, not specific fills. Not only will you be unlocking hundreds of different fills with each new pattern, but you'll be learning things in a way that takes voicing, or the drums we play specific fills on, out of the equation, which is a much more beneficial way to develop your ideas. There's a right and a wrong way to approach pattern development. Let me give you an example of the wrong way. If you play jazz, you'll be familiar with the jazz ride pattern. It sounds like this. So what I'd like you to do is hold a jazz ride pattern with your right hand and then play triplets with your left hand. Advanced drummers will find this pretty easy. Beginning and intermediate drummers, not so much. You don't need sticks to do this, so actually try this with your hands. So we get the jazz ride pattern going, and then triplets. Let's slow it down. Jazz ride pattern, and triplets. Maybe not so easy? Well, that's because it's a really stupid way to explain something. Let's try something totally different. I want you to play a pattern. The pattern is both, left, right, both, left, right, both. Let's put it on repeat. Now, we're going to move the right hand to another surface. It really doesn't matter where. While you're playing it, keep the pattern in the front of your mind. Both, left, right, both, left, right. Do you realize what you're playing? It's the jazz ride pattern while you're holding triplets with your left hand. This is called one surface learning. It's a much better approach at learning patterns because it almost tricks your mind into learning the coordination without thinking about complex voicings. Now that I've explained why it's important to practice patterns that way, let's focus on the 6-step process of learning any pattern. And let's start with an actual pattern. Let's choose a 3-note pattern, right, left, bass. Okay? Step 1, play the pattern static on the snare drum and bass drum. So, by static, I mean don't worry about any sort of note values, don't worry about time signature. Only focus on how even you're playing the pattern. Then gradually speed it up. Again, we're not worrying about time signature or notation. I might spend 2 hours on step 1. Step 2 is move it around the kit. This is important because you want to get a feel for sound combinations completely out of context of time or value. Step 3, let's go back to the snare, and we're going to assign a value to this. We're going to give it 16th notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, which is going to leave us with a left hand crash and bass drum on beat 1. Comfortable with that? Good. Let's go to step 4. Okay, so step 4 is to move this along of each possible starting point of the pattern. So we had right-left bass, which ends with a left-handed crash. Then we have left bass right, starting at 1/16th note over, which is going to end with the right hands. And then we have the 2 bass drum ending of bass right left. Here's how each of them sounds with one measure of some sort of a beat in front of it. Step 5, take it off of the snare and move it around your drum set. Find voicings that you like. You'll find voicings that you don't like, but it's important to start with one surface. Step 6 is to play it in different note values. Right-left bass is a 3-note pattern, so it lends itself pretty well to triplets. No matter what patterns you're practicing, take your time with each step, and you're on your way to more creativity and freedom around your drum set.